And welcome back to another iReady video. I will even give you a little sneak peek. This is the last week of iReady. Good job, you made it. So anyways, today's lesson on iReady is going to be about answering questions about key details in a story. So what are key details? Key details are important facts from the text. So we know the word key means it's something important. It's something that's special. It stands out. And details are facts about the story. So if the story was about bats, some of the details might be that they fly, they eat fruit, they have live babies. So those are some of the details. So important facts that support the topic are those key details. So what we are going to do today is learn how to answer questions about key details from the story. And how we're going to do that is use questions and answers that go along with questions like who, what, where, when, why, and how. So we will be using the picture and the words to kind of walk us through how to do this. You did this last week with stories on iReady. This week it is going to be all about text. Not a text like you have on a phone, text like a piece of nonfiction literature, like a book, about things that are real. Facts, like when we read about bats or when we read about spiders, butterflies, things like that. So it is everything about things that are real. So today we're going to be using the website Raz Kids, and I hope that you are familiar with it. I am also really hoping that we have access to this over the summer. I know some of you have asked, and it's typically a website that teachers have to pay to have a subscription to, but right now, due to COVID, it is a free website for teachers to use. I absolutely love it. However, it is pricey. So I loved when it was the free version. So as long as they keep it free over the summer, we will definitely have access with your same password. If not, I will have to look into it. So we'll see. But anyways, we're going to be using Raz Kids, boys and girls, and answering some questions that you can see on the left side of my screen. So I want to start by saying, on the iReady lessons, it starts by asking you a question, do you know what a something is? So even if you think you know what it is, I recommend clicking the question mark. That way you get extra information that's going to be about something in the text. For example, for this piece of text, I'll go ahead and shrink myself down. For this piece of text, it's about ocean animals. And one of the words that you see in this text quite often is community, or at least a couple times, is community. So the first question on the iReady lesson, if I was making one, might say, what is a community? And it'll give you two options. Instead of just guessing, I recommend go ahead and clicking the question mark. That way you get the extra information. I click the question mark and it would tell me a community is a group of people or animals that live together or around each other, and they have things in common. You might live in a community or a neighborhood. Our school can be a community. We are around each other often and we have things in common. We're all learning. So that is what a community is. I recommend always clicking the question mark because it doesn't take points away from you. It's just wanting to make sure that you really understand before you get into the reading. So let's get started. What we're going to be doing is going through this book. It is called Ocean Animals, and we will be listening and answering questions. So here we go, Ocean Animals. And I want you to think, how are ocean animals the same and how are they different? All right, here we go. You listen just like you would listen to an iReady lesson, because I know you're turning on your speakers by now. So you listen, and then we will talk about the words and questions and everything as we go and get ready for your iReady lesson. All right, listen up, pretend like you're pressing the speaker button. Many kinds of animals live in the ocean. They are part of the ocean community. So we now know what the word community is. That's lovely. However, let's listen to the question. It says, using key details from the words and picture, which of the following may be an animal that is part of the ocean community? So it wants you to look at the words and the picture to figure out which animal might be part of the ocean community. Okay, let's listen to the words one more time and listen for those animals that might be part of the ocean community. It says many kinds of animals live in the ocean. They are part of the ocean community. So the words don't help us too much here. Let's use the picture this time to figure it out. So your choices for an animal that is a part of the ocean community. A bird. Okay. A crab. Turtle. Or rabbit. So, boys and girls, in my head, I am thinking, an ocean community. Well, I know a bird doesn't live in the ocean, and I know a rabbit doesn't live in the ocean. A crab and a turtle. They both can live in the ocean, right? However, this question asks you to use the words and the picture. So you pick your number one choice based on the words and the picture. Would an animal in the ocean community be a crab or a turtle? You say it out loud to your family at home. Crab or turtle? What are you seeing in the words and the picture? Yes, I hope you said a turtle because we can see that there's a turtle right here in the picture. We don't see any crabs, so because the question says using key details from the picture, we know we have to pick something that we see in the picture. We can't use our background knowledge here. So let's keep going. Let's scroll down to the next question and we'll move on to the next page. Okay, press your speaker button and Miss Connor will start talking. Just pretend. Let's meet some of these ocean animals. Most of the ones in this book are mammals, fish, or reptiles. What kind of animal does not live in the ocean? So you're going to pick the one that does not live in the ocean. Remember, if you need a reminder, click the speaker button again and it will read it to you. Remember, let's pretend like we're pressing the speaker button and it says, most of the ones in this book are mammals, fish, and reptiles. Keep that in your brain. Okay, which one does not live in the ocean? Mammals. We know we see that one right here. Fish. That was on there. Reptiles. Nope, that was in the text. And birds. Does it say that birds can live in the ocean? Nope, so we know that is the one that does not live in the ocean. So your answer would be birds. Good job if that's what you were thinking. All right, let's scroll down to number 3. I am a dolphin. I have a sleek body and a strong tail to swim fast. I live in a group called a pod, and I like to eat fish. I whistle to talk to other dolphins. Okay. What detail from the text? So text, remember, text means words. What detail from the text helps you understand what the word pod means? Okay, let's find the word pod in the text. Oh, here's the word pod. And if I was smart, which I know all of you are, I would re-listen and really focus when it starts talking about a pod. So here we go. I live in a group called a pod, and I like to eat fish. Okay, so I heard it. Which part helps you understand what a pod means? A strong tail to swim fast? Did that tell me what a pod means? No. I live in a group. Okay. I whistle to talk. So which choice, boys and girls, is the best choice for you to pick? Which one tells you what the word pod means? We already said not a strong tail and to swim fast. No, not A. So it's either B or C. Tell your families. Which part tells you what a pod means? I live in a group, or I whistle to talk. B or C. I live in a group, I whistle to talk. Yes, we know that it is B. I live in a group. It tells us right here. I live in a group called a pod. That is telling you about a pod. A pod is a group of animals that live together. So, very good if you picked B. Here we go. Let's read the next page and answer our next question. Having some difficulties. Okay, here we go. Ooh, this page is about a walrus. I am a walrus. I have ivory tusks. I use them to dig for clams and to protect myself. I live on ice and in cold water. My thick layer of fat keeps me warm. Okay, let's see if we can answer the question. What does a walrus use their tusks for? So I know you guys are all smart. So what I would do if I was smart, which I think we all are, is I would listen again and really listen out for the word tusk. So what does a walrus use their tusks for? Listen again to the reading. I am a walrus and I have ivory tusks. Ding, 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 listen. I use them to dig for clams and protect myself. Okay, so listen for that answer choice. Answer A. A walrus uses their tusks for keeping themselves safe. B. To live on ice. Or C. To stay warm. What did it say in the text that a walrus uses its tusks for? A. To keep themselves safe. B. To live on ice. Or C. To stay warm. Go ahead and tell your family. Yes, I hope you picked A, to keep themselves safe. Be careful when you are taking your iReady lesson this week. I noticed that sometimes the answer choice has a slightly different word than what they use in the text. So we see this time it says, I use them to dig for clams and to protect myself. The text says protect myself, but the answer says to keep themselves safe. We know that protecting means that you are staying safe. So we know that those are synonyms. So be careful. Watch out for some of those synonyms, words that mean the same thing in your answer choices. Very good, boys and girls. Let's move on to the next question. Oh, I think you are going to like this question. Here we go. I am a hammerhead shark, and my head has a very funny shape. My eyes and nostrils are at the ends of lobes. I like to eat fish. So your question says, the text says, My head has a very funny shape. What shape does the head resemble? So it says right here in the text, my head has a very funny shape. What shape does the head look like or resemble? Is it a triangle, B, a rectangle, C, a square, or D, a circle? Tell your family what shape the head looks like. A triangle, B, a rectangle, C, a square, D, a circle. Yes, very good. It is a rectangle indeed. We can see that the shape this is closest to on the head is a rectangle. It's got two long sides and two short sides. Very good. Let's keep going. Okay. I am a California sea lion. I am smart, noisy, and playful. I bark like a dog, and I am covered by short fur. I eat squid, octopus, and fish. Okay, let's see our question. Oh my goodness, this is not liking me today. Okay, let's read the question. Where are you most likely to find this type of seal? Oh, not a seal. That is a typo, Miss Connor. Where are you most likely to find this type of sea lion? Okay, we've got it fixed. Are you the most likely to find this sea lion in California, Florida? Oh my goodness. California is A, B is Florida, C is New York. So let's go back and read so you can hear if you hear any of those answer choices. I am a California sea lion. So where are you most likely to find this type of sea lion? A, California, B, Florida, C, New York. So you tell your family your answer. Yes, that one was an easy one. It is called a California sea lion. So we know we are most likely to hear and see those animals in A, California. Very good. I hope you're noticing, boys and girls, it's very important to listen to the text, listen to the question, and then sometimes you need to look back in the text or listen to the text again in order to really find those answers. So here we go. I believe this is the last question. Let's get it in the, yeah, there we go. All right. I am an octopus. I have a soft body and no skeleton. I have 8 arms with suckers. I shoot black ink from my body to hide and escape from danger. I can also change the color of my skin. Okay, let's read our question. Why does the octopus shoot out black ink? Okay. Let's read again. I am an octopus. I have a soft body and no skeleton. I have 8 arms with suckers. Ding, ding, ding. I shoot black ink from my body to hide and escape danger. Okay, let's listen to our choices. Why does the octopus shoot out black ink? A, to get away from danger. B, to change its color. C, to feed other fish. You pick which one. A, to get away from danger. B, to change its color. C, to feed other fish. Which one is the reason why an octopus shoots out black ink? Yes, it is A, to get away from danger. We know it says right here, I shoot black ink from my body to hide and escape from danger. Very good. Boys and girls, I hope that you did a good job, and I hope that you were telling your families the answers as we went through the questions because this is going to be a lesson that you are really going to need to take your time with and go back and listen and re-listen so that you don't have to repeat the lesson. Remember, friends, do it nice or do it twice. So take your time and remember, listen, listen, listen as best as you can. Parents, if you are listening to this video with your child right now, I really recommend some support with this lesson, maybe even sitting next to the student so that you know they are really taking their time, listening through the passage, listening to all the answer choices, and finding those text and picture evidence. I also wanted to mention one thing really quickly. There is a part of this lesson where it will have almost like a fill in the blank sentence with a drop down. The drop down, parents, does not read the children the choices. So it's very challenging and the words are unique vocabulary words. So if you are able to sit with them, especially for that part, please read them the words on the drop down so that it gives them a really fair choice of answering the questions. I wish it had a speaker button for the drop down choices, but I am not one of the ones that get paid the big bucks to make the iReady lessons. I just make the videos for my students. So I am really hoping that you all will be able to sit with your children during this, even if you're multitasking, and when you see those sort of questions, give them just that little bit of guidance and support, and we will all get through this together. Once again, this is our very last week of iReady lessons. Next week, you do not have iReady lessons. It is just a catch-up week, and I'm going to be posting some fun activities for you and some more videos and read-alouds. So please take your time and end this year off on a great note with a great iReady score. Do your best, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.